how do we allow meditation to be a useful practice for us and not something that we're doing wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about this forever, but I think step one is like lower the stakes. Lower the stakes and don't make assumptions about what it should be like. Because there's so much, flowing through kind of the cultural mind about like meditation will give you X, Y, and Z. Here's how you do this, this, and this. This is what it should be like. This is what you'll feel. And it's not really a successful way to describe meditation or what it should be because it's such a personal, unique, internal experience. And so it's kind of the same as like someone tells you, like, well, this is what happiness should feel like. Like, this is what happiness is. It's having a yacht and whatever, a mansion on the cliffs of the Amalfi Coast. It's like, that doesn't make me happy, but I guess that's what you're supposed to do. That's the same type of thing. So simplify, approach it with an open mind. And I would say the easier, the better. And then understanding that it's a process where the benefits fade in over time. A lot of people expect things to happen quickly, like you just flip a switch. This is something that fades in your life. So I would say anyone that struggles with it, first off, like I said, forget any of the expectations, any of that stuff. Approach it fresh and make it really basic. Sit down 5 minutes a day and just take a breath in, and as you exhale, relax the muscles in your body. Take another breath in, and when you exhale, relax the muscles in your body a little more. Just make it kind of a game with yourself, where every time you exhale, you're just softening and softening. And if you need some stabilization in terms of like something to focus on, when you breathe in, you just, in your mind, think the word rising. When you breathe out, think the word falling. And in between breaths, think the word sitting. And just repeat that thought process. And you know that your mind will wander. You'll start thinking about dinner or whatever you were talking about earlier. And when you notice that, just bring it back to your breath and focus on the rising and falling and sitting. And just do that for 5 minutes. And don't, again, extend the lack of assumption to after the meditation is over. Don't expect to feel a certain way. Just do it. And then the beautiful thing, the important thing about it is the compound interest that comes from meditation. So doing it even 5 times a week for 5 minutes, after 1 week, you'll start to notice a little bit of spaciousness in your daily life. What that could look like is you'll be speaking with someone, and normally where you would react and say something on autopilot without thinking about it, and then perhaps post-event process and later be like, oh, damn, I wish I hadn't said that. You will notice it arising. You'll notice the impulse to say that thing as you're saying it, and you'll notice the spacious of mind to where you actually have control and intentionality in the present moment, and you can choose to not say that reactive thing. This is just an example. There's, of course, a lot of different ways that this shows up, but you'll begin to notice a deeper sense of awareness in the present, a more comfort and ease in the present, so that you can live intentionally and make those choices consciously, as opposed to just living in this momentum of reactions. Another beautiful, reason why this will help you feel more calm meditation over time and the spaciousness is because most of us are living in fight or flight mode all the time. We're just constantly reacting to our environment. That's how we all grow up. We're not thinking about what we're doing. We're just reacting to what people are saying to us, what we're experiencing, what we're looking at online. We're emotionally and intellectually reacting, and then later we turn around and think about it. Our mind doesn't make a distinction between the context of what's happening outside of our bodies. It's paying attention to the language of our bodies. So if our bodies are tense, if we're anxious, if our breath is moving fast and we're cramped and moving quickly and looking around and, like, oh, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to look at this. Our mind thinks that we're in a threatening situation. It's like, oh, the environment must be threatening because look at how the body is acting. So we stay in the sympathetic nervous system state, which is the fight or flight state. through this meditation, even the 5 minutes a day, when you're breathing, what you're doing is you're breathing slowly and calmly. You're actually sending signals to your mind that your body is safe. So your mind now goes, okay, the body, it's relaxed, it's breathing calmly. That means that its environment must be safe. Let's switch over to the parasympathetic nervous system mode. Let's get over to this rest and digest zone where we can stop applying so much conscious energy to the world outside of us because we don't need to, because there aren't threats, and we can apply that energy looking inward and understanding ourselves, what's happening inside of us, and so forth. And the more that you meditate, even that simple 5-minute practice that I mentioned, over time, your nervous system will slowly start shifting from that fight or flight zone to the relaxation zone over time, to where it will become your normal state of being. And it does, and that's the thing, is like, you don't have to make your meditation complex. You don't have to follow any courses or do any programs. Just simple sitting and breathing and watching your breath is really all you need to do. Of course, you can go deeper into it, but to get the effect that I'm talking about, to build this mindful awareness, it's just simplicity and consistency over time.